Alright, so the last thing we have to do here is we need to create our contact form. Alright, if I click on contact now, we get an error because we didn't create that route or that view. So let's go to app.js, and I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and we're going to say slash contact, and we want to render the contact view. So let's save that, and then inside the views folder we're going to create a new file, and we're going to save it as contact.jade. Alright, so we want to extend the layout. Okay, and then we're going to say block content. Okay, we're going to do an indent. Let's put in a container indent form. Okay, now the form is going to have a few attributes. We want a method. Okay, method is going to be post. We want an action. Action is going to be contact/send. Okay, and then inside there we'll have an h1. We'll just say contact. Then we want to have a class of form group. Okay, give that a label of name. Then we want an input with a class of form control, and let's give this a type text. Okay, and what I'll do is copy this. Okay, you want these to be on the same level. And this one here is going to be email, and we're going to give this one a type of email. Alright, actually, you know what, we also need a name for these. So inside here, after type, we want to say name equals name, and we'll also give it a placeholder. Okay, same thing here. After type, we want to have name, and that's going to be email. And then we'll have placeholder. Okay, and then we have one more down here. This one is going to be message. Okay, and we're not going to have an input, we're going to have a text area. So let's change this. Text area. We don't want type. And then name, we're going to make message. Let's see, placeholder, we'll say enter message. And that should be good. So now we need a button. Make sure you have the correct indentations. So btn.btn default, and that's going to have a type of submit. Okay, and then down here we'll just have the text submit. So let's go ahead and save that and see if it shows up. Oh, we got to restart the server. Okay. And there's our contact form. The text in the button isn't showing. Let's see, why is it not showing? Let's go like that. No, that didn't work. Actually, we don't want this on a separate line. That's why it's actually creating a submit tag. So we just want to do that. There we go. Okay, so we have our form. Now let's go back to app.js, and let's go down here. And what I'm going to do is copy that, and then this is going to be a post. So we want to say app.post/contact/send. Alright, and let's do console.log test. Alright, and then we'll just restart the server real quick. Okay, we'll open up, actually we're going to be logging it here, so Let's reload this and submit, and you can see we get test. Okay, so we know that the form is submitting. So we already included Node Mailer right here, so we have access to that. So let's get rid of this, and we're going to create a variable called transporter, and we're going to set that to node mailer dot create transport. Alright, and then in here we're going to have some options. Okay, so we need to specify a service. Okay, so the service we're going to use is Gmail. Alright, and so let's see, auth. Now this is going to be an object itself, and we're going to have the user Alright, and then we're also going to need the password, which I'm not going to put in for obvious reasons. I will put it in before we actually test it out. Okay, let's see, that's going to end here. Now we want to go right here, and we're going to set up our mail options. Alright, this should still be within the post, but outside of this transporter variable. Alright, so we'll say var mail options, and this is going to be an object. Okay, so we're going to say from. Alright, and you can put anything in here. Actually, not anything, you want to use this same one. Alright, and you can use the name and then the email address format. So we'll put the name, and then we're going to go, whoops, we need that, just like that. Okay, and then we need to specify where we want the email to go. I'm just going to use another email address of mine. Okay, we want to specify a subject. Okay, we'll say website submission. Next thing is going to be the plain text version. We'll just say you have a submission with the following details. Alright, and then let's see, what do I want to do? Let's just say name. Alright, and then we need to concatenate the submitted name, so we can get that with request.body.name. Alright, and then we'll say email. Again, we're going to say request.body.email. And then message. We'll say request.body.message. Alright, and we'll end that line with a comma. Alright, so that's the text. So next line. The next line is going to be the HTML. So for this, we're going to use paragraphs. And we're going to say the same thing. And we can make this look a little better since we're using HTML. So we're going to create an unordered list here. Alright, let's do the ending tag. And then in here we want li. Okay, and we need to concatenate in the name. And we'll do another li. Actually, you know what? We want to put the text name. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. Email, whoops, needs to go here. And that should still email. Okay, then we have the message. Just like that. Alright, so that should do it for the mail options. So now what we want to do is go down here and we're going to say transporter dot send mail, and then in here we want to pass in those mail options. Okay, and then we need a function. Okay, that function will take a couple parameters. It's going to take error and info. Okay, and then we're going to test for an error, so we're going to say if error. Then we're just going to console log error, and then we're just going to redirect. We can do that with res.redirect, and we want to go to home page, which will be a slash. Alright, we also want an else on this. Okay, so else, let's just console log, and we're going to console log message sent, and then let's concatenate info dot response. Alright, and then finally we want to redirect to the home page, so we'll copy that. So now I need to enter my password, so I'll do that off screen and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my password set up. Now, with Gmail, in order for you to use their email service in the way we're using it, you need to actually go to this URL. You might not need to do this, you can try without it, but I always have to. It's google.com/settings, security, and then less secure apps. Alright, and what we're going to do is access for less secure apps. I'm going to turn on. Alright, now remember, Gmail isn't the only service you can use with NodeMailer. You can basically use any SMTP server, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so now let's go back to our application, and I'm going to just restart the server. Alright, we'll go to contact, and let's go ahead and just add John Doe test message field. Alright, so let's submit, and we get redirected, and you can see over here message sent. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just open my Gmail, and let's see, right here, me. Okay, because remember, it's coming from Tech Guy Info, and that's what we're logged in as, so it says me. And there's our submission. We have the name, the email, and the message. So that's pretty much it as far as the functionality goes. If you want to kind of add some content to this, you could do that. For instance, let's go to our index file, and let's see, for the title, actually that's in app.js. We could say computer not working, and for instance, maybe in the index page, these three boxes down here, we could say like virus removal, hardware issues, and let's say software issues. Hey, that didn't change the welcome. Title, computer not working. Oh, we didn't restart the server. Alright, and of course you can continue to add pages. Maybe you want a services page. All you would have to do is just copy one of these and have our services route, and then render a file called services.jade in the views. Alright, so it's easy to so feel free to do what you want, experiment with it, but that's going to be it for this project. Alright, so I will see you in the next one.